Hello, my friends, and welcome to News of the Week. P. Diddy has been excused of all kinds of sexual rapes. Was that a Freudian slip? Or do I have some kind of verbal dyslexia? Excused of... I never thought I'd hope to be considered one of those people who say generally instead of genuinely, but here we are. P. Diddy has been accused of all kinds of bad sex. Now, not all bad sex is created equal, of course. If premature ejaculation and stage fright were considered the same as roofies and rape, then I'd be currently serving a 10 stretch in Mountjoy Prison with Enoch Burke as a cellmate. Diddy's accused of raping, of drugging, of fucking everything imaginable. Domestic abuse, multiple genders. The guy has Weinstein-level accusations mounting. One thing for sure, whether guilty or innocent, is that P. Diddy was really into sex. And in some sense, it's a good opportunity for us all, and I'm being totally serious here, to look within and ask ourselves the question, what part, big or small, did I play in the creation of this disastrous situation? The society we're a part of puts sex on all the wrong pedestals. If you don't have any sex, you're a total freak, you're an incel, you've got bad body hygiene. If you have loads of sex, you're a whore. Sex is the omniscient judge in this degenerate shithole society. Sex defines our relationships. Allegedly, hypothetically. Sources speculate that my ex negatively compared me to her ex when it came to sex.
Ha! Gay!
But what child giving a eulogy at her father's funeral reminisces on how hard he worked, the bike rides in the park, the holidays abroad, how he made time for his sports games, and finally how his aptitude for doggy style prevented their mother from leaving and protected the family from separation? It's a load of shite. If sex was so important, then why is Kim Kardashian at the end of her second divorce or whatever? She's the queen of sex. Sex is consumption. It's cocaine, it's alcohol, it's doom scrolling, and it is also masturbation. Sex is about as spiritually relevant as watching an episode of The Simpsons. But the key thing here is that our greatest storytellers disagree. At the end of the rom-com, in the final climactic scene, the man chases down the train. Just before it's about to depart, he makes it just in time. He sees his lover sitting there eating a sandwich. He confesses her feelings to her. She says she loves him too. And then what happens? They have a kiss and a hug. And with this image, the audience knows, it's been so brainwashed, that means this love will last forever. Why? Why does it mean that? And I know I said kiss and a hug, I didn't say sex, but kissing and hugging is a gateway drug to sex, obviously. And when you're spiritually wise enough to not kiss or hug, people get so offended that you don't worship their god of sex that they come up with all kinds of names for you. They say you're autistic because you don't want to hug them. Maybe you're just stinky. Maybe you're ugly. We need to come up with derogatory names for these people who have all these feelings all the time and want to hug all day long. Hyper feeling disorder. HFD. Not every moment of your life is a new idea for a tattoo, guys. I think this sex delusion began during Woodstock 1969. Woodstock was a music festival that has since been rewritten as this massively politically and sexually revolutionary event. There is nothing revolutionary about a lot of young people going into a field, taking off all their clothes, drinking, taking drugs, fucking, listening to Jimi Hendrix, and vaguely talking about how they want to end the Vietnam War. Give me a break. That's like me saying that when I walked into a cubicle at Oxygen Festival 2008, and I saw a girl being fingered with MGMT playing in the background, that could somehow broker a two-state solution between Israel and Palestine. It makes no fucking sense. The only reason why sex is cool is because children come from sex. Maybe the natural destination of a society which exalts sex is fucking P. Diddy's weird lube attic. The guy has fucking 1,000 bottles of lube in his gaff. He's got hundreds of dildos in his gaff. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but why isn't one dildo enough? Our grandparents were married 50 years and they had 10 kids. And do you want to know how many dildos they owned? 0 fucking dildos. They didn't know what a dildo was. And you're sat in your gaff with 700 fucking dildos depressed out of your mind waiting to blow your bleeding brains out and you wonder why. Can we get some perspective here, please? Because at least with cocaine, the worst case scenario, you're going to kill yourself and break your parents' hearts. But sex is it takes two to tango deal. I've never learned tango, but I took salsa lessons once, and it also takes two to salsa. And I never in my life thought when I went into those doors that I would be the better dancer of my partner. This lady was so clunky, big as a house. She stood on my feet. It hurt bad. No timing. And I go, wow, like I come from a musical family. Of course, I probably have intuitions and aptitudes that I completely take for granted that other people don't have if they come from a family of accountants. And I was damaged from that experience. And with sex, you got to be careful, guys, because you might damage other people and they're going to damage you.
Sex is a bottomless pit.
You have sex with a woman, it's great. And then you go, what else would I do? Oh, I'll have a threesome, that's great. What else would I do? I'll have sex with a transgender person, that's great. And it's like thrills. Then eventually kids and shit. It's like you gotta be careful, boys and girls. The best thing to be is a virgin. That was my little thoughts on the Diddy thing. I think in years to come, I'll be Me Too'd for tense exchanges with customer service representatives. As I've grown into my 30s, I've become what society would call a Karen. If I ask for a large Americano with extra room for milk, and you hear the word milk, and then you proceed to make me an iced latte, and then I say, who's this for? And they say, oh, it's for you, it's an iced latte. And I say, I asked for a large Americano with extra room for milk. And then you gaslight me. And I've also got a mild lactose intolerance situation. So actually, that latte could kill me. I'm going to have a tense exchange with you. But society thinks I'm the bad guy. And so people are going to come out and go, oh, he looked at me sternly. Or he asked for the manager. Well, guys, I'm getting out of it. Yeah, I did. And I'd do it all again. Thanks for watching News of the Week. I'll see you soon.